Ashley Schulte, your MC for this year's FLOZ, and I just wanted to hop on here and go ahead and get the ball rolling because I know the other night during my live video and over the last couple of weeks, we've been asking you out there to share videos with us of what if LOZ means to you and how it has impacted your walk with Christ. And I just thought that if I'm going to ask people to do that, then it probably would be best for me to get the ball rolling and for me to just step out in faith and kind of give you a little bit of my testimony with if. And so I just wanted to share that with you tonight. I'm sitting here on my couch in my pajamas. I just got my baby to bed and my oldest is upstairs cleaning her room. So just have a few minutes here that I wanted to just kind of talk about what if means to me. And I've been involved with if and if gatherings and FLOZ for going on 5 years, and it's just been a really unique, amazing experience for me. It has definitely deepened my love for women's ministry, for women in my community, because it has cultivated something in me, this deep desire in me for these one-on-one, deep, intimate conversations that, I just feel like is so lacking in our women's ministries. I think we don't know how to do that, and we don't know how much people crave that until we start asking really hard questions. And so a few years ago I started hosting if tables after I had attended an if gathering, and I was even able to offer or host if tables that were topic specific. One of the most powerful if tables that I personally was able to host was a if table for divorced women, single mothers, and we were all able to just sit around my table at my tiny little apartment and have really good conversation about our testimonies and where we had been and where we were going. At the time, I was fairly newly divorced, and I was also living that single mom life, and so it was really cool for me to get to share how God was using me even through that mess, and even on the other side of that mess with other women who were going through similar situations, and to hear how God was working in their life through their situations. And from that unique experience and that unique if table, it really awakened in me an understanding that women need that. We need that one-on-one time. We need to be able to reach across the table from somebody and grab their hand and look at them in the face and hear them say, "You know what, me too, sister. Like, I'm right there with you." And I feel like we've all had experiences that have shaped our walk with Christ, and I feel very strongly that everyone's story matters, and your story matters, and there is someone out there that needs your story. They need to hear how God has impacted your life and what He has done through your life, and He needs to know, or they need to know, that they're not alone. And I just feel like if gathering and if LOZ, that's kind of us creating a safe space for those stories and for those women to stand up and say me too, and those women that are looking for someone to say, yeah, I need that. I need someone to tell me that I'm not alone. And I think that we are able to create that in this really intimate setting. And I'm just so thankful to Jenny Allen and her entire team in Dallas, Texas for, chasing so hard after God and for bringing this amazing resource to us as Christian women. And it's so cool because it's not about denominations. It's not about what you were raised to believe or what you currently believe, because at the root of all of our doctrines and at the root of who we are as Christians, there's one common thread, and that common thread is Jesus. And I think if we're able to grasp that common thread and we're able to speak truth knowing that we have that one thing in common, I mean, I really do truly believe that that's when we start to break down walls and we start to create a more welcoming and loving atmosphere for women everywhere. And we start to, you know, do away with things like shame and judgment and pain and guilt, because in that space where there's none of that allowed, because we're all able to stand up and say in one loud voice, yeah, me too, I've been there, I've been where you've been, and I've seen the other side of it. I mean, I think that we're creating this ground, this good cultivated, fertilized ground for revival. And I truly do believe that we are still going to see a revival in our lifetime. And I truly believe that it's going to start with women. And I think that that's really cool. And so that's kind of, what if means to me. And that's why I'm so excited about it. And that's why it's so important to me that if you haven't yet, or if you've been on the fence, or if you don't know if you want to attend, if you think it's going to be weird, if you think, it's got a weird name, it doesn't even make any sense, and you're very confused by it, like, I am just asking you to just step out in faith, to just press that register now link button, fill out your information, pay your $35, and just take a step of faith, because I know, and I have seen the way God works through this event, and I know that He's going to work in you through this event. And I'm really excited about that for you. And that's what our team is praying for. We pray about it together all of the time. And I want you to know that when you walk into that event on Friday, March the 13th, your chair has been prayed over. Your name has come up on our registration list if you've registered, and you have been specifically prayed for by name, because we want you there so bad, and we want God to move in your life, because we want you to walk away from if and know that your story matters, and know that your story is something that can be used as a really powerful tool for God. So if you haven't registered, I just would like to encourage you to please just make time for yourself, make time for Jesus, make time to make connections with other Christian women that can impact your life and influence you for the best, and encourage your walk with Christ. Make time for that. So go ahead, get registered. I can't wait to see you there. Our team can't wait to see you there. We have so many exciting things for you. I hope you all have a blessed Friday, a blessed weekend. See you all on March 13th and 14th.